Hey everyone, what I'm going to do today is show you a short tutorial on how to join a multiplayer server on Project Zomboid. I'm going to use the server that I set up for myself as a sort of example. Just to let you know that this tutorial is not to show you how to set up your own server for other people to join, but it is to sort your game out so that you are able to join other people's servers, whether that be your friends or anyone who's willing to take you online. So what you need to do first is make sure you have Project Zomboid installed. Now usually when you go into Project Zomboid, down the bottom right hand side it would say survival, sandbox mode, so on and so forth. What you want to do is go into your Steam library, right click on Project Zomboid, hit properties, go to beta tab up here. Then you'll see this drop down menu. You'll have three options on this drop down menu. You want to just worry about online test. So once you go into online test, close that, and you should have a small file downloading here. When the file is downloaded, it shouldn't take more than a minute or two. Go ahead and come out of Project Zomboid and restart Project Zomboid. Start Project Zomboid. Now, what should... don't know what happened there. Let's try that again. Huh. Intriguing. Bit weird that. Okay, I don't know why that is happening. If that happens to you, don't worry yourself. Just go back into Program C files, Program Files 86, Steam Apps, Common, and down to Project Zomboid. When you go into Project Zomboid, there's a safe mode you can start up here. If you see around here, you'll see Project Zomboid 64 Windows batch file. Just click on that, it should start. There we go. And launch Project Zomboid when it loads. When it loads. Okay, fine. Now it's launching. And once it's launched, down in the bottom right hand side, instead of seeing sandbox, survival and so on and so forth, if everything went well, what you should see is join server. Let's have a look if we worked it. I already know it works, but just in case you don't. When it decides to load the screen, there we go. Right, down here you see join server. Click that and you'll be presented with this page here. Now, what this page is obviously just to join, a server or whatever. So what you got up here is server name option, IP, port, description, username and password. Now depending on the server that you're trying to join, it may very well have a username and password. I'm presuming so. You'll obviously have to contact the server admin to get that information. Right, up here in port, we'll start from the top. So obviously when you pick the server that you're going to join, you just put the name of the server in here I've got my server because I'm about to connect to my own server. Down here you put the IP address. Now the IP address obviously needs to be provided by the server admin, the person who owns the server, or the friend of whoever you're joining, so on and so forth. So once they give you their IP, you stick it in this box here. Once you've done that, in here, the default should be 16261. Just leave that the way it is. You don't need to mess with that at all. That's the default port for Project Zomboid Online. Description, obviously, you can put whatever you want to put. For me, I'm going to put, it's my own server. So once you've done that, username and password provided as you get it. If there is a username and password, you will find servers that won't have one at all. And once you've done that, just go down to join server. It will start connecting, and if all goes well, it will start loading you into the server. So we shall see how that works. Now, I have found a couple of times when I'm trying to join other people's servers or my own, it had taken one or two attempts to get in. It just sort of dropped me from the server at this point, give or take, whilst I was loading in. But obviously it's still in beta, well, it's still pretty much an alpha. This is like the first day that the multiplayer came out, so you've got to expect a couple of things here and there. Overall, the game online seems to be really good, because obviously it doesn't take too much to get this game to work. Now this is a character that obviously I had earlier. Give it a couple of seconds to render and sort itself out, and it will be all smooth as it should be. Let's have a look. It might not be actually, because I'm frapsing at the moment, so maybe the movement won't be that good. It's usually more fluent than this, but I think Fraps is running it, slowing it down a little bit. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So you're in the server. This isn't the area where you would start off in. There is a default spawn point that you'll start off in. So that's pretty much it. This was my first tutorial that I've ever done. Please let me know how, if it was helpful, and any questions that you have, that if I'm able to help with them, I'm more than happy to do so. So yeah, if you liked it, please stick a like on there and subscribe if you feel like it. I'm not too bothered to tell you the truth, but yeah, I hope this helps. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.